Is There More to Life Than What We Know? Written by world-renowned psychic medium Joseph Labruto III. Through this amazing collection of channeled messages, you will find the answers to the most basic questions asked by humanity. This book is truly a spiritual journey and awakening to find God. Ron Ash, book reviewer, said, "I found this book extremely difficult to put down." To order your copy of Is There More to Life Than What We Know, visit us at ourjourneyoflife.com. Welcome to the Law of Attraction Recording. For access to all of Joseph's books, audiobooks, affirmation recordings, and spiritual tools, go to ourjourneyoflife.com. And remember, enjoy the journey. The Law of Attraction. Receive visions of guidance when considering a life change. When you're thinking of changing careers, establishing a new relationship, or starting a family, tear down the walls and limitations that prevent you from finding the riches you deserve in this life. Sharpen your thoughts, your feelings, and become self-aware of how you can energetically create the life you desire.
So we just had a reading with Joseph, and we were a little bit skeptic. And he was pretty much spot on with the reading. My dad's nickname was Cheech, and our dads were best friends, and I called them Cheech and Chong, and that came through. Your butterfly tattoo? My butterfly tattoo, and his heartbeat on my arm. First last name, he said Frank. We knew, we were talking about Frank Sinatra, and it's just, I know, me neither. I'll book one too. Okay. My name is Joni. I had a wonderful ride this night. I met with Joe about a month or so ago for a private reading, and everything was phenomenal. And I can't believe how my family and loved ones came through again. He is just the most amazing, amazing person, and I love him and thank him so much.
I was skeptical coming into this. I wasn't sure what it was going to be. I've actually lost my father and two brothers, so I was really hoping to talk to my father, but my two brothers came through, and when Joseph said that, he asked me, was your brother funny? And if anybody knew my brother, you'd want to sit next to that guy at a bar or a party, because he had stories, and they just broke you up. And for him to say that, that struck home with me, because my brother was the funniest guy you ever meet, and my other brother too. We have a great sense of humor in our family, and for that to come through, that why wouldn't it? Because we laughed about everything, and so that was really interesting. And a little thing that he had said was my daughter just took a trip to Nashville, and she had said to me, she texted me, and she says, "Mom, I want to play the fiddle. I just learned how to play the fiddle at this restaurant, and I want to play the fiddle." And he comes through and he says, I'm seeing a J name. My daughter's name is Jessica, and she 2 weeks ago was just in Tennessee and played the fiddle. I mean, so right there, that's pretty amazing to me, and I'm a believer now, and that's just, he's become my new best friend.
I have watched Joseph. For me,
you're not used to calling me Joseph. Just use my real name.
Joe. Joey. So I grew up around a lot of things like this, so it was very normal for me to be part of their family. So when he started talking about being younger and, you know, being visited by spirits and all that, I was like, yeah, okay, cool, that's normal. So it was a normal conversation for our family, friend dynamic. And then finally one day he kind of spread his wings and decided that he had a path to take with all of this. So I watched him grow, and I watched him take on much smaller groups. This is phenomenal. I can't wait to be in a stadium someday. But it was fun in the family dynamic, small little groups, and you know, he would channel and he would bring through messages, and it was amazing then. I mean, I was like, yeah, way to go. Yes, you can do this. And I'm like watching him, I'm like, that's so cool. How do you do that? And then, like, I lost track of time because his brother and I are really good friends. So we, throughout the years, have traveled the world and played and done a lot of things, and we're very inseparable. And he's out here doing his spiritual dynamics and just traveling the world and learning all kinds of things. And I catch back up with him, and I go to a larger group like this, and I'm floored, absolutely floored. The way he can touch your guys' lives, the way he connects in with who you are, and the way that he brings messages through. He's heartfelt. He's passionate about bringing healing to you, your families, and what you're here for. And God bless him. I mean, I am in awe of you. I am so proud to know you, and I am honored to cheer you on. And I am so cheering for all of you here to get what you came for, because I know it's important to you. And I've watched loved ones, and I don't have time to share those stories because I know it's time. I feel it. So without further ado, Joseph, God bless you all.
Thank you, guys. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody,
Welcome.
to another night of love, healing, and laughter. And you go ahead and say it
Love,
your way.
laughter, and hope.
Okay, we'll
Hope,
get it.
love,
We'll get
and
it
laughter.
straight. We'll get it straight. It's great to be on
Hope,
again,
love, and
Kristen.
laughter.
Hope, love, and laughter. And then I gotta have to change every
So just
writing,
put the hope
everything.
on front. Hope, love, and laughter. See, because it's L and L. La, la. Hope, love, and laughter. I think
Hope.
that flows.
All right, so I have to go and do all the banners and everything all over again.
No, just
Our
this
business,
one. Just
our
no,
business cards and our.
Oh. All right, next time.
So,
next time we update that stuff.
Okay, so yeah, so it's been a little bit since I've seen you since last week. How you been?
Yeah, I'm great. I loved Monday's show. It was kind of channeled information that came through. So some people popped on for a reading, but the information just kept flowing in a direction that had to be spoken about. So Monday's show was fun. And then, someone a few people have been asking me about yours online classes that we're supposed to be offering. So I'm going to figure out a way, like what I think I'm going to do is something like a Saturday morning from 9 to 11 and maybe one evening from like 6 to 8. I don't know yet. Something like that. Offer it twice a week, and the courses will be one after another. Like this month will be whatever class I taught at Jamar's about energy healing, and just for the month. And then it'll be a month's registration, and we'll see how that goes, because that way we can start to build a little better. Our online audience wants to be with us and wants to interact with us and wants accessibility to us. And we need to give them what they want. Right. And that way, when we do our online streaming live shows, everyone will be there. These are people that will come,
When we have time to put it together, now that COVID restrictions are being lightened up here in Florida, I find myself doing more events now. and home parties. I'm just people are scheduling me, hosting me at their homes now, and I just find I'm getting busy now with a lot of home parties coming up. So, which is a
That's
beautiful
awesome.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing. So pretty soon we'll be doing the live events together and everything opening up too. And I'm going to be working on the Panhandle, place called Stone Soup. It's in Fort Walden, Florida, between Pensacola and Destin. And they just have a new center that just opened up, and it's a bigger center. So I'll be in the works of getting something together maybe in June or July there. Just to,
That's awesome. That'll be fun.
So,
And then, yeah, sorry.
We both have family up there. You have family in Pensacola. I have my daughter in Destin. So
yeah,
we both could make a trip to see our families.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yep.
Yeah, I love that. I love that area for sure. Even though none of my family will come, which is fine.
No, mine either.
All right, well, that's okay. We're just weird and we're different. And our family is here with all you guys online. You guys get us. The rest of my family's like, oh, no, that's not happening. I don't know what you guys do over there, but it's weird.
Well, I have to share a story about my daughter then. I remember my daughter talking to her in-laws, her mother-in-law, and she said, Dad, it was around the wedding time. Dad, don't tell him what you do. Please don't tell me you're a medium and all this stuff. I said, okay. I'll tell him I'm a photographer like I used to do. Keep it that way. Well, a few months down the road, they were getting together at their house, and the Long Island Medium came on TV. And the mother-in-law and the grandmother was excited because they lived in Long Island, just around the block from the Long Island Medium. And they said, we wanted to see her so bad. She's so good. We want to see a medium. And then my daughter ended up saying, well, that's what my dad does. And gave them my website and everything. So now they know who I am.
That's awesome.
And she came out to see me one time. She brought a friend. I brought the friend's father through, who died in a motorcycle accident, came through for her. And so my daughter got to witness a little bit of my mediumship too. But that's the only time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And my mother will not watch. She will not watch what we're doing. My sister, just this past weekend, she goes, well, now, Kristen, people are saying, not understanding what you're doing, but I'm just telling them, this is your thing and it's okay to let Kristen do her thing. And I'm like, thank you so much, guys.
And it's a whole big world that understands what we're doing. And they just don't understand. When you're not in this, they don't understand. Yeah.
And this is what I mean when I say our tribe. So for anyone watching, if you can see, it says one tribe, Naname, I am. So that is my Facebook group. And I would love for you guys to join it. That is people just like me, people just like you, people that don't think I'm weird, and I don't think you're weird. So we can all go on, and I want to support whatever it is that you're doing or whatever love and light you want to share. So it's pretty much an open page if you want to advertise, because that's what I would love, some kind of way to just comfortably advertise. Whereas sometimes I posted in groups and I get angry hate mail, like, how dare you infiltrate our group? I'm like, I'm so sorry. I just thought some of you might want to come see my show. And they're like, no.
Yeah. And people are that way with the groups, very church. And so
my group is not like that. My group is super cool. And we're all going to go with the flow on my group, which means we're all just about love and light and happiness and peace and being together. No rules. Just keep it light. That's it. Just stay in the light. That's my only rule.
So, Kristen, when did you, I've never really asked you, when did you knew you had a gift?
Oh my gosh, this is such a good story. I won't take too long when I tell it. So, when I was younger, I was always talking to something, but I never knew I was talking to something because it was always there. So I never questioned it, but I always had this thing there, right? And the animals would follow me to the bus stop, and that was so odd. But the first time, it came out like a bang. I watched my mother, so surprising that she's decided in her old age she's a skeptic, because I watched her do many things and speak to her guides. She would tell me I'm going to the porch to speak to my guides, and we would think, man, she's completely nuts, but whatever. But nothing happened to me personally until I was 19 years. No, Leo was born. So I must have been very early, 21 years old. This is such a great story, Joseph. And I was at a boy's house up the street that I wasn't supposed to be at, even though I was older. But my two little sisters were friends with this person. But my little sister was 16, and my other little sister was 12. We definitely weren't supposed to be at this boy house, but like it was their friends and I was just invited, right? So we're there in his garage and it's all concrete garage. A garage had been converted into a bedroom and it's dark in there and the 2 boys are there and us 3 girls. And we're really not doing anything too wrong, but they were young. And of course I'm the one who gets in trouble. And all of a sudden we're sitting there just, it was early. It was, it was 4:30 and my mother's not supposed to be home until 5:30 or 6. And all of a sudden, Joseph, I look up and I stand up and I start having this complete panic attack. And I point through the concrete wall and I say, our mother is walking up the street right now. I said, Shay, what time is mom coming home? And they stood up. Mom's not supposed to be home for an hour. Don't be ridiculous. And I said, no, she's walking through. I see her even to this day. I can see her in her clothes and in her shorts and she's pissed, man, walking up there and I'm watching her, but there's a concrete wall there. And the boys stand up and the girls stand up and they look at me and they kind of know our family's a little weird like that. And here it is. I'm like, listen to me. She's coming right now. We need to get out of this garage right now, run. And I say, she's walking up to the door right now. And the boys are like, Kristen, calm down, stop, calm down. I said, she's knocking right now. And you hear, and I was like, and we all just scream and we run. Me and my sisters ran into the kitchen. The mother's on the couch. She, who cares? And the boys hide in the garage. My mother was scary. And it was so funny because they had a fake fruit bowl. And we all 3 of us pick up fake fruit. Like
fake fruit, like you're eating it.
But we were in the kitchen and it was light and there was a mother sitting on the couch. So like, how much trouble could we get in? And we put the fake fruit out. She goes, out now, get home. And we're all like, okay, put the fruit down. And we ran home. But that changed my life because I saw her through a wall. And I said, oh my God, where is that listed in the science books? I am a science nut. I have read every book. I started studying and I said, I just saw my mother through a concrete wall with 4 other witnesses. So otherwise I might have thought I was completely insane or that it didn't happen. But that
so how old were you?
Leo was just born. So I was 21. And from that, it was within 2 weeks, I bought my first spiritual book to try to figure out what that was. And I've been doing this ever since, studying and learning and growing. And yeah.
And did you live in Boca at the time or?
I was in Boca, my old house, West Boca, 8th house, 8th Street. And then once the coolest thing was the first book, I still own it. If I picked it up in a secondhand bookstore, Develop Your Psychic Abilities or something. And it taught me to start to play games with whatever this was. So I began to start to play games like, is the light going to turn red? Like, okay, I'm doing something bad, like smoking in the bathroom on a work break. Is my boss going to come in? And I was young. Come on, guys. And I'm telling you, it started to get where I would put the cigarette out and I'd put it out real quick and I'd wait and my boss would walk in, or I could finish the cigarette and I was good. So I was very young and obviously a little troublemaker, but that is how I learned and that is how I developed this relationship. And it grew from there and it's never stopped.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever talked about that unless we did a long time ago.
Story. Probably got my first deck of cards when Leo was, I had a deck of cards there, but I didn't really use them. This stuff just happened naturally, but the cards I found, I just love them. I love the communication there. So.
Well, we just had an anniversary, you and me from our first meeting.
How many years? Our anniversary was Sunday.
Yeah, it was Mother's Day, and you came to one of my events up in Sebastian at the center up there, Kashi Center, and you were there. It was a Mother's Day weekend event I had, and I got to meet you then. And I think it was 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 2016, maybe.
Yeah, we had
Something
one more conversation before that, though. Is that because I started being able to see I could be like a psychic who works with the police because I started seeing cases and I started knowing where things were. So I called you. I looked up like psychic in the area and you popped up and I called you and me and you talked on the phone. I was like, what am I supposed to do? The cops are like, you're crazy lady, but I can see this kid where the kid's at. And you were like, yeah, Chris, there's nothing you can really do. It's not really that's not something they do. I even called a tip line and everything. I was like, hey, I know you guys aren't going to believe me, but why don't you check here and go here and go here? Believe me or not. So
it's hard. But, yeah, it's hard when you have to do something like that. So
yeah, so I did. I called you.
Yeah.
And then at our event on Mother's Day, I needed someone. I was so alone because I had already been working with several psychics, but Joseph, they were half frauds, most of them. So, and I could feel it. And I would look at them and be like, I get it. You're used to people not having any abilities. I actually have abilities, and I can tell you're lying about everything you're saying. Like, and I'd look at them, I'd be so disappointed. This happened over and over. And I was coming to scope you out, actually. I wasn't there innocently. I was looking for someone who was legit that I could possibly work with. And I had worked with that. Yeah. And that was that was at the end of the day. I'd waited all day. I was feeling your energy all day, looking for holes in it. And that was when I also saw your health. I was told about your health at that point, that if you didn't turn it around, you were going to be headed in the direction you didn't want to be. And I heard it was affecting some of your healing abilities. And I heard I was supposed to tell you about that. And I was like, this guy doesn't know me. He's going to think I'm one of those hundreds of people who are like, hey, I have abilities and I think you need to eat better. Because there's so many. Everyone wants to tell you all that stuff. So I needed to develop a relationship, a type of respectful thing with you. And then at some point, I was going to be like, hey, you need to get your health in order. But you kind of made those choices on your own. So, but I was monitoring you.
Yeah, everything fell into place. It took a few years later,
Yeah.
And, Ellie came into my life, and she's the one who whipped me in shape. And now she's trying to get the last 25 pounds I put on for COVID now. I have to work off again. Which,
when I met you, Joseph, I don't know if you realize this, but you were laboring to breathe a little bit. But it was because of the meat. I don't know if you're aware of this, because of all the meat you're eating. You're eating lots of steak.
I was a very meat and potato person. Yeah,
that's what you told me. I'm a meat and potato person. And I was like,
yeah, I know.
That was the day I saw, because I was so in tune. I met Natalie that day, who ended up being my best friend. But I saw it was Jesus to come in behind you through your body and work through your hands. I saw that happen at that healing session that day. And Natalie also saw something similar, but that was when they said, do you see why we need his body to be of optimal healthy condition? And I said, okay, that's when I understood I needed to get my body in optimal, meaning caffeine, the fats and the sugars and the chemicals we need to detox from our body, because they need our body to work better so that we can move our energy and healing energy through our bodies. That's what I received that day.
That's the most important thing, is that our bodies have to be operating. It's almost like a well-tuned car. You have to get a tune-up. You have to get everything checked on it all the time, because if our body's not there, it blocks everything. And I find that when I'm losing the weight and I'm exercising, I am so much a better channel and mediumship person, because everything flows easier, everything goes. But when I was overweight and breathing hard and getting just going up a flight of stairs would exhaust me.
I remember that.
That's when I used to get fatigued and tired when I do my work. But now it's so different. I'm so energized, and it's just a whole different lifestyle. So, physically fit, we have to be for physically, but spiritually we have to be physically fit, because it all works hand in hand. So that's a good way to bring it.
Caffeine, when I have which I drink caffeine every day, I'm really trying to kick the habit. Pray for me, guys. I'm so good, just vibrating. I'm like in a perfect state, and I take caffeine and it affects my nervous system. So, our guides communicate to us through our nervous system. They move our nervous system around, and that's how they send us messages. And the caffeine affects it and wonks out our nervous system, because I feel it, and glitches some of my messages. It it's an unhealthy feeling for me. So I need to try to stop drinking it, but I love it.
It's hard. It's hard to break. So
yeah, I love it. Forget it. That stuff's terrible for communication with your guides. But caffeine is everyday stuff that's bad. But
yeah, I agree.
Pot's okay. Not all the time, but marijuana, it relaxes me. Marijuana, when I call it plant medicine. which you don't want to over abuse any of it ever, but it opens up all sorts of doors and all sorts of messages come through because my mind, all my thinking, running mind calms down, slows down, and all sorts of messages flow through. So I find that connects me pretty easily to the other side.
All right. Well, we got some people coming in the waiting room. And for those of you who are listening, the link is in our description to come join us on StreamYard. There's also someone, Kristen will read from comments here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this comment up for you and let you go first on there. So,
is this from Chandra?
Yes, that's who it is. I'm going to pop it up.
She left it a little bit ago. Do you think she's still on? Sometimes I like to see if they just comment back real quick. But...
That's a good idea. Okay, so Chandra, if you're still on, just say hello again, and Kristen will go ahead and read for you. If we don't get that hello, and whoever else wants to leave a message in the chat, she can read for her, as long as we know that you're there. All right. For those of you in the waiting room, then I'm going to just go, we're going to do a little drawing. We're going to go pick you up. I can see Christina's picture and Lupe and Lisa. Just let us know that you're there. If you can just go ahead and click your video out, and Drew also on there, because we like to have you with the video. And I'm going to go ahead and pick.
I just here. Chandra, what? You want to do Chandra next?
Did she? Oh, she says she's here. Okay, no, go ahead. Let's go ahead and do her now. So. And
all right, Chandra, let's do it. Just take a couple breaths for me. When you take those breaths, you're going to just send your energy my way. Just breathe. You don't have to like try anything. Just allow me in there. Nice cards, lovely. It's so cute. My cards just like have decided to change the way they work. I love that they do that. And I love that they have a pattern to them. And I love that they have feelings. So they're pulling a little differently than they always pulled before. They're pulling so nice. And this has been every reading, I would say, for the last month, a few weeks. They've decided to do this. Where they pull really nice, beautiful cards. They pull like really positive, healthy energy cards for the first little bit. And then they pull, okay, but you got to work on these things if you want that. So I kind of love that they're doing that. Okay, so Chandra, you are, it's so cool. Okay, so you are going through a transformation. It's time for a transformation, which means there's some things that have been happening to you that I would call unhealthy energetically. And so it's time for us to clean up your energetic environment, and it is time for a transformation, which means things have to change. And sometimes we can be so afraid when we know that things have to change. And we have that fear of the unknown. Well, what if? Well, what am I going to do? Well, how am I going to make that happen? Well, what if? What about this? What about that? It can be so scary, But I want to let you know that that fear comes from the other side. And the light side, which is our side, is about trust, trusting your guides, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. And I feel like it's been a while since you've been able to do that. Okay, so we want to practice some self-love right now. We need to develop that relationship back with ourselves, because due to your external environment that's been disconnected. It's not your fault, but you've been around some very harsh energy that has separated you from the relationship with yourself. What that means is the things that you need to feel better have been discounted. Your voice has been silenced. Your feelings have been shut down. And the thing is that I want to let you know, and this is kind of like a big deal, but you're actually a really, really powerful being, a master, an ascended master here on the earth. And you would benefit greatly by finding a teacher, even if it's online, well, me and Joseph are always here to follow, but you also have Matt Kahn and Teal Swan and Eckhart Tolle. You have meditations all over the place. So with you developing this self-love and self-care, I want you to figure out some YouTube videos that you can connect to and some meditation practices. This is something I want you to do this silently. All of this that I'm speaking to you, in order to get away from your external environment and begin to gain that light energy that you need to heal and to do this transformation, you're going to need to do this quietly, because you've been postponing your entire life. You've been kind of watching the life go by and you're like, wow, that looks so cool, but I can't do that, because I'm stuck here. I can't get out there. I can't do the things that I love. And I'm letting you know that it's time for that to end now. It's time for that to be done. Your energy's been really, really suppressed. So you say and you smile, and I'm sorry, but there's someone who wants to wipe that smile right off your face. Okay, so there's a lot of judgment around you. Good, bad, right, wrong, black or white. There's no gray, there's no flow. And your little soul is speaking to you right now that it's time for you to allow it to be free. Remember, be silent. There's no need to talk anymore about this. There's no need to try to make it work. It's done. Okay? And trust your guidance. Trust your guidance. Your guides are talking to you. I really, really want you to develop that relationship, okay, with your guides. Mwah. Good luck, girl. Check in with us. Let us know how things are going. We wish you all the best.
All right. Yeah, I keep on forgetting to ask people to share. That's the only way we can get our show going, and people can find us and everything. So if everybody would be happy to share, Kristen and I, and it'll be wonderful.
Yes, and guys, go to our YouTubes. All of our videos are on YouTube. I would love I don't even know how YouTube works, so I get it, but if you would like or follow or subscribe, that would be great. And like he said, share. All of the videos that we've ever done are in YouTube. And yeah, when you share for us, that really helps. Yeah. So, and thank you, Lorraine. Oh my God, I love you guys. And Chandra, yeah, I love that Chandra said that. Thank you, Chandra.
Okay. Well, good. All right. So for those of you in the waiting room who wants to, or anybody who's listening, who wants to talk to a loved one, it's best to think of them. I always teach heaven is within. It's within your heart. You're the one who brings them here. I'm able to tap into them. If you want a life path reading, I also do life path readings. I compare myself to a magic 8-ball. That's the best way. I don't read like Kristen, where she'll pull the cards out and kind of give you a direction. I need a direct question. You're going to ask the question as direct as you can, and then I'm able to do that. Now, for those of you who want to connect with the loved ones who are not online, the way I work with energy, and I feel the vibration of the person. Either I see them, or I feel them, or hear them. Reading a text is a little harder for me, but I will try my best to do that too, because I see Lorraine wants to speak to her mom. I will do my best, but sometimes it's just no energy there when I just kind of read a text on there, and that's something I'm trying to work on here.
You know what? I don't buy it.
You don't buy it. Right now. You see me.
I don't buy it. In fact, I think the more you do this, the less you can ask questions and search for that validation. This might be exactly what you need.
All right. So maybe I'll get to Lorraine a little bit.
Good. And then I'll give Lorraine one right after. We'll both do it. You start.
All right. Well, let's go into the waiting room. We have people waiting here. And I have Lupe. So I'm going to bring her up as soon as I see her video. There we go. And let me just change the camera setting here, okay? And bring you up to the stream. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
I got to move myself over.
Hello.
Hi, you have called the show before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I recognize her name.
Yes, me too. Well, welcome back. Where are you calling from?
Oregon.
Oregon?
Okay, yes, I remember.
So cool.
Your husband passed away, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And you have a bunch of children too, like 3?
Two.
You have 2 children? Okay.
But
right.
We had a couple of miscarriages.
All right, so maybe this is why I felt strong spirits on there. Even there's a couple of miscarriages, probably the one spirit trying to come through that I'm feeling as well. One thing I need to tell you, Lupe, is that I'm hearing that what he's saying is you're doing a wonderful job and raising the kids and being there. It's very hard to be a so-called single mother because of the situation. And what I'm hearing from him is that it's one day at a time, but you're doing great. I feel like there's a lot of love and support around you. So I don't know if this is family members there. But he talks to the babies, though. And he's always checking on them. Is the youngest one a boy, by the way?
The one that we have right now? I mean, yeah.
Your youngest son. Is it a younger daughter? Okay. Who sees him? Who talks to him? Is it one of your children right now?
Yeah, well, Jaden right here, he's been having a hard time.
Okay.
With the passing, and that's why I came in today, because, well, the past days I've been coming, but yeah, because he's been having a hard time about his dad leaving, and he's been crying, and he's in counseling.
Okay. How old are you, Jaden?
8.
8 years old. You and your dad used to do a lot of things together, didn't you?
Yeah.
I just felt like how proud he is of you. He used to say you were such a smart boy. And you used to be daddy's little helper, he says. And he used to love when you used to come and you used to work with him and do things with him. So, you ever clean the car with him or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay. He shows me you out there washing the car. And then you used to want to do the hose all the time. So he liked that too as well. Who played cards? Anyone played cards? Or is there like a game with some type of cards or anything like that?
Pokemon cards. He played Pokemon cards a lot.
There you go. It's something to do with type of cards. Did he play that with Jaden, the Pokemon?
Yeah, before he passed away, he bought him a bunch of cards.
All right. So he's mentioning the cards. He's wondering if Jaden's still playing with the cards. And I think he taught Jaden some things about how the cards meant and things. I don't know how to play Pokemon cards, but your husband's telling me how he showed Jaden about collecting and trading and everything. And what I do, Jaden, I teach heaven is within. It's within our heart. Your daddy's right here. And when you want to talk to your daddy, you talk to him right here, and he's able to hear you.
Okay.
He ever sing to you?
No,
or do you sing? Do you sing?
He's actually singing to him in his picture. Remember Me.
Okay. There we go. Then he wants to mention that he knows about his son singing the song. So if he's saying your son's singing to your husband's picture, Remember Me?
Yeah.
Okay. So Jaden, Daddy knows you're singing to him. Okay. And this is what he wants to let you know. I'm looking at the movie Soul right now for some reason. Did you see that movie with your kids? The movie Soul?
No. They watched it. They both watched it. I haven't watched it. I don't know. I don't feel ready to watch it right now.
Okay. All right. It's just a movie I'm seeing. If the kids watched it, then your husband's showing me how the kids watched it as well. God, he loves you, Lupe. He misses you. He wishes he was there, especially at this time. There, you have so much that you on your hands to do, but you're doing a wonderful job. He says you're doing a beautiful job. Did you make something special in memory of him, like a frame or something?
Yeah, I have a lot of things special that I've made. I recently made something, and I don't know if he's kind of upset because he told me not to do it ever.
Well, no, he's talking about you making something for him, so he's not upset on there. Anything with hearts on it too?
No. Oh yeah.
What did you?
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
I have like a altar, and I put some hearts on it.
All right, he's talking about the hearts you put on the altar then. I don't know if it was for Valentine's or anything, but he wants to mention that. Happy Mother's Day. I'm seeing yellow daisies right now, and he's just picking yellow flowers for you. I don't know if it's yellow roses, yellow daisy, yellow flowers, but he's showing that for Mother's Day. You have it back there too?
No, extend up. We did put daisies, but they're not yellow, but they are daisies.
That's fine. Daisy. He wanted me to mention daisies. So where did you put the daisies at?
His altar.
His altar. All right. So he's talking about the hearts, and now he's talking about the daisies all on his altars that you did. Okay. So he's aware of all that. He wants to wish you a happy Mother's Day too. And he wishes he could have brought you breakfast in bed. So, and everything.
I have a question. His brother says that he keeps dreaming about him.
Okay.
But
does he remember what the dream's about?
Yeah, he said he remembers him, like how he died, but he remembers that he's there watching everything that's going on. And then he says that he also dreamed about, he had this dream that's like kind of real, that he saw Victor, and that Victor said that he's in a dark place right now, that he's not in peace.
I don't feel that at all. It could be his brother's fear about his brother not in peace, surrounding his death and how your husband died, maybe. But I feel so much love from Victor right now. I feel so much peace that he's telling me about his son singing to his picture and showing me everything on his altar right now. So it just shows me how he's always around and watching over you. He's showing me a necklace too. Did he buy you a necklace that you're wearing?
No, I always wear a necklace with his picture all the time. I bought a couple of them. I always have to wear them.
So he's talking about the necklace with his pictures that you wear. So you wear them close to your heart. So these are the things he's telling me that's happening in your house now, just to show that he's watching over you and the children. He's right there. He's not going to leave your side. And he's in a good place. He's in a peaceful place. He's not in a dark place. But he wishes he could do more for you. And that's all I'm hearing. But he wishes he can be part, doing more. Oh, you were just at the park with the kids for Mother's Day, he said on there. Did you go outside of the park and do something with the kids?
Yeah, we were hanging outside my mom's house. Actually, his brother came over. Okay. But we're not in the park. We were just outside.
It was outside. Was it like a swing set and stuff like that, or anything outside? Kicking a ball, soccer ball, or anything like that? Okay. I'm just seeing the kids outside playing. So, and that's what he's showing me right now, and wants to let you know that he is always there. All right. I'm going to bring Kristen on for you, but just know he is not in a dark place. He'll never be in a dark place. He is your light. He is your love, and he'll be your guiding light always for eternity. You ask for him, he'll be there. He'll show you the way. And he'll always be a part of the kid's life and watch over the kids too.
Is he okay? I mean, it's just that he hasn't been in my dreams. I always dreamed him, and he hasn't.
Well, sometimes when we want something too bad, so bad that we miss it. But I feel he's there all the time. Just because you don't remember your dreams, I feel he probably does come in your dreams. You just don't remember them. But he's always there. You know, for him to mention everything, the necklace you wear of his picture, the hearts on the altar, the daisies you put on there, white daisies that you put on there. Those are the things that shows you that he's watching over you. And whatever you made for him too, the thing that you made, he's saying it's okay. He says it's okay.
I got a tattoo. He never wanted me to get a tattoo.
All right. So the tattoo, he said it's okay. Do you have his name on it?
No, it's one of the trees that he make like.
Okay. So, all right. So then he just wants to honor that tattoo then. Okay.
Yeah. I was kind of scared. I was like, oh, why is he mad? Why is he? Oh my God.
No, he's not mad at all. It's something that you can look at every day and remind you of him. It's okay. He won't be bad. So maybe if he was alive, yeah, that's a different story. But now he's okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to bring Kristen up for you. Okay. Thank you. I'm blowing a kiss from him to you because that's what he wants to do.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. I'm going to bring Kristen up.
Hello, Lupe.
Hi.
So, something Joseph said, my mother, when she lost her mother, she was a little upset because she said, Kristen, she's not coming to me in my dreams, and I can't hear her. And she was very concerned also that maybe, I don't know, she was lost somewhere or in a dark place somewhere, that she couldn't talk to me. And what my grandmother did is my grandmother started sending her messages from all of the people around her, because my mother, like you, probably wants so bad, is always looking and has that kind of, some kind of, I don't know, it's an energetic block in a way. And so my grandmother started sending my mom messages from people at Bridge. My grandmother spoke to me and started sending me messages. And so much so that I said to my mother, I said, Mother Peggy is here speaking to me. And she said, oh my God, thank God. I've been so worried about her. I haven't heard from her. I didn't know where she was. So my mother needed me to give her the message. So I also feel like you're going to be receiving messages from those that are around you. If you know to pay attention, those messages, you'll be walking in the supermarket thinking about something, and someone will remind you, or someone will smell like him, or someone will say something that triggers you, or a song will come on the radio, or some little things like that you'll start to notice if you allow those messages to come through. They may come through places that you don't expect them to. So I saw that. Now I see a couple things, like it is time for a change right now in your life. It's time to make some choices and make some movements and accept that it is time for things to kind of shift and move. So sometimes this can feel a little intense and a little fast moving. And the thing is right now you have so many things going on, and you have so much schedule and so much planning, and it feels like one thing on top of another all the time. And it's like, where are my keys, and grab my stuff and get in the car and let's go. And the thing is your guides are asking you to slow down just a little bit, to allow yourself to remember what it's like to enjoy just the simple, small things in life, to find pleasure in really just walking, to find pleasure in just allowing the kids to be. Not everything has to be perfect. Not everything has to be scheduled. Not everything has to be rushing. I'm also seeing that you've have an idea about something, that you've been thinking about something that, I don't know whether you've said it out loud or you've thought about it, but there's some kind of idea that's that they're letting me know that it's completely ready for you to move forward with whatever your thoughts are or plans are. Maybe this quiet little thing you haven't said it to anyone yet. They're letting you know they want to support this idea. You may be traveling or moving, which means things are going to be shifting and changing, but whatever this change is going to be a breakthrough. It's going to be just it's time for you to break through the past of the heaviness of what you've been experiencing. Your guides are letting me know that they're always talking to you. They're always communicating with you. They're giving you little nudges and little hunches and support, not only your guides, but your husband as well. So they kind of have their hands on their shoulder, and they're like, hey, you're going to be okay. Hey, you're going to get through this. Hey, you can do this. Hey, the ideas that we're talking about and the changes that have to be made. Please be receptive to our messages. And sometimes it's beautiful to kind of remain silent during this phase and not really share all of this information with everyone all the time. Like talk. They're asking you to move into a bit of a silent phase and kind of gain that relationship back with yourself and with your guides, and begin to really trust these movements, trust yourself, trust the idea, trust the change, slow down a little bit and allow this breakthrough to happen. Okay. Because it's time now for this to happen. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. Keep in touch.
Thank you for coming on, Lupe.
Thank you.
All right, you take
Bye.
care. God bless.
Mwah.
Okay. Wow. Time is flying.
Yeah, I know. I looked down but we chatted too much. We're trying to end a little early.
That's That's part
under
of the
the
show.
weather just a little bit, but that's why I'm
know.
sitting down. I knew I couldn't stand up for the show, but I can go a little bit longer.
That's good. When you stand up, that means I have to put a booster seat on mine to make you taller. But now you're sitting. No, I can sit.
I'm sitting. Yeah, I'm sitting.
Right.
So I'm cozy. I'm a little comfortable.
I'm going to bring Lisa up. She doesn't have a camera, but let's make sure we got her audio going here. Hi, Lisa. Welcome.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
We can hear you. Have you been on the show before? Or is this the first time?
First time on this one. I've seen you before.
Okay, so you have seen me before, but the first time on the show, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, welcome.
Where are you,
Thank you for joining us.
calling from?
South Florida.
Okay, you're in our neck of the woods. So what can we do for you today or tonight?
You know, if you want to, I'm willing to, you can try to do your reading without seeing me if you want to practice that. To see what comes up.
Well, it works with the voice of me because I do telephone readings all the time. So as long as I can hear the person or see the person, I'm good.
Well, next we need to go back. We need to go back to that one and read about her mom. I know you can do it, Joseph. I know.
I will say. All right. Are you looking for a life path, or you wanted to get in touch with a loved one, Lisa?
I can do either.
Just let us know which one you want to do.
Let's do life path.
Okay. I have a magic 8 ball.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a reading, and then I'm gonna have Kristen finish up and pull the cards for you.
Okay.
All right. So as specific as you can, what is your question for me?
What can I do to move forward in life and shed some of the heavy weight that I'm feeling just from a lifetime of struggle and sadness and loss?
All right. So what I'm feeling or hearing from you is just you're at a place of your life where you have a hard time moving forward. You're surrounded by struggle and loss, and it's very hard for you to move forward in that direction. You know, we surround ourselves with this stuff, adversity in our lives, to make us stronger. It is put there for us to make decisions that are right for us. What I'm hearing is sometimes we have to put ourselves first. When we put people ahead of us, that's what slows us down. So what I'm hearing is for you, Lisa, is stop doing for others, and now it's time for you to do for yourself. Stop letting other people affect what's going on in your life. I feel that sometimes you can be a person who is a fixer, tries to help people, tries to fix people in their lives, especially relationships. What I'm hearing is that you need to now take control of your own life. It's okay to do things for yourself. Sometimes it's hard for us to do things for ourselves because we're so busy doing for others. But now it's me time, it's your time. And by doing that, you're going to find yourself going into a bit more positive place. And this is what I'm feeling about. You're just doing too much for others, that you don't have enough time for yourself. And this is what brings you down. It's almost like an anchor dragging you down. Okay?
Okay.
Now I'm going to have Kristen pull cards for you on here and see what she can pull for you. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hello, Kristen.
Hi, darling. Okay. There we go. All right. So what's happening a little bit is you're sharing a lot of information with a whole lot of people, or maybe not a whole lot of people, but you have people who are talking in your ear a lot. This is what you should be doing. That is what you should be doing. No, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. You're like, okay, well, I'm going to do that. Okay, wait, well, should I do this? Well, what am I supposed to do about this? And then you have all these people talking around you all the time. And the thing is that their energy is of a different vibration pattern than yours. And so their energy is weighing your vibration down and dragging your energy down. And they mean well. It's not that they don't mean well. But you can't accommodate everyone and listen to everyone and make everyone happy all the time. And so when you're bringing your vibrations down and they're talking, and you're listening, your energy is actually being drained. So what I want you to do is, since we can't just automatically just stop talking to these people, right? Because they're in our lives for a reason. What I would like you to do is to protect your energy when you're interacting with them. So you can listen, but don't let it inside of your heart. You can honor their advice, but don't let it get into your head and mess with your head a little bit, because I see that happening. So I'm also seeing that you've had some dark times, some shadow work, but you've also had times of light. And so what we want you to do is integrate what you've learned and the wisdom that you've learned from your shadow work and bring it into the light so that you're able to share this information and this knowledge with others. I do see that potentially there's a type of rebel energy. So what a rebel energy means is, if the whole crowd is going to the left, this energy wants to go to the right, wants to fight a little bit, wants to just be obstinate, or wants to maybe not compromise, or wants to be maybe a more of a difficult energy in your life. So I want you to keep that in mind where that's coming from. Now, something else that's happening is, I believe Joseph said it as well, you've lost a bit of a relationship with yourself. So, and I think Joseph's right. We've been helping and taking care of and doing all that. But what you've done is you've stopped taking care of yourself, listening to yourself, honoring yourself. So you don't remember what you need anymore. You've really never probably asked yourself, like, hey, what do you need? How do you feel? You don't want to take that phone call. Maybe you just want to go outside and take a walk. Maybe you want to listen to music. Maybe you want to take a bubble bath. Maybe you want to go to the beach, or maybe you want to go to a hike. Maybe none of that sounds terrible and you want to go shop in the mall. Whatever it is, we need to develop that relationship back with yourself, not so much with everyone else, not so much with other people, and we have to be careful if we have captured an identity and a label and placed it on ourselves, and we walk around with, well, this is my story, this is what's happened, I'm this age, I am this gender, I have this, I have. So all these labels that we put on ourselves is a bit confining. It's really not who you are. It's not allowing your energy to flow. So it's important in life that we really go with the flow with things, because we don't want to always be fighting the way things are, or not accepting the way things are, or trying to change the way things are. Because the reality of it, if it's raining, it's raining. If our car breaks, our car breaks. If this person does what this person does, they're going to do it. And accepting life as it is, exactly as it is at this moment, is really peaceful, because the reality is we can't control everything or change everything. We can't paddle up the creek in the wrong direction, because we're going to get very tired. So I want you to practice the next time you feel that and that anxiety and that, what am I going to do? I want you to remember, I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to allow myself to flow. I'm going to celebrate through this, because I want to make sure that brain split that's there gets healed, because sometimes that can really make us feel unhealthy. So we got to, heal that brain split, go with the flow, celebrate a little bit. You're going to have a lot of success in this when you develop that self-love relationship. And don't let all those people in your ear get to you, okay? Because they're affecting your energy. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on, Lisa. Okay. All right. For those of you who are joining us in the room, we're doing a lotto. We're picking numbers, so it doesn't matter when you called in. So we're going to bring you up into the room. For those of you who are listening online, I have put the link up for you. Anna hung up. I was going to bring her on too. She was my old roommate. I was going to introduce you to her.
All right, so I do have, let's see, this Jane saying, how do I get a reading?
Yeah, Jane, I just posted a link for StreamYard on the comment section. It's also in the description above. Just click on there, and then you can get a reading that way. So, well, let's go ahead and pick one more. Unless you want to, you want me to, Lorraine, our mom.
I do. I really
do. You're pushing me.
Yeah, I am.
All right. Being Mother's Day just the other day, Lorraine. I'm gonna see if we can bring her through. And the first thing I'm feeling is an M, like Marie or Mary. I'm feeling for the name too, coming as well. Didn't have a chance to say goodbye. Wanted to say I love you. I felt like this person passed away very quickly, and I just need to let you know that everything is going to be okay. She's talking about her diamonds too, and I don't know if you made anything like something out of her diamond ring or made a necklace out of it or changed anything like that, but this is what she's mentioning me as well. Also, she's talking about the it's either the bird pecking on the window or things like that I'm hearing as well. So I'm just gonna have to say that too as well.
Perfect.
All right.
Love
All
it.
right, Lorraine.
Come on, there's nothing
Okay.
else. I know you got more in there.
That's it.
You
Well, she's
did
saying
it.
yes,
Come
but
on, look, you even got a yes. You sure?
no.
I know she's still talking. You're looking for someone to say, yeah, look, you got one yes.
Yeah.
No more. There's your validation.
Lorraine, okay, here we go. Lorraine, did somebody burn their hand on a pot or anything like that?
I see someone burning themselves on a pot. No more questions.
So, there you go. Lorraine, she's showing me somebody on a pot cooking something and burned their hand picking up a pot or anything. I'm just trying to get a timeline if this happened. Okay, your mom did. Okay,
Joseph, stop asking questions. Stop it.
All right. So your mom burned her hand on the pot. This is just a strong validation that she's coming through. Also, I'm seeing the month of July. I see also. I don't know how important July is, a birthday or anything, but she wanted to mention something about July.
Perfect.
It's almost like the mid-July, one of the teens, all that. So, okay, Ruby. So maybe that's just a sign of July. So on there. But I thank you, Lorraine. I saw that this is the first time you're meeting Kristen. So, and you had readings on me. Okay, your daughter's birthday. I named her after your mom. Okay, so maybe that's what it is. It's your daughter's birthday. All right, well, there you go.
Oh my God! Wow, Joseph. Wow, look at that.
All right, so there's my email type readings. I tell people I don't do.
Oh, we're doing them. Oh, that's it. Forget it. From now on, Joseph's open for business. Just go ahead and leave a comment. Joseph can pull up your loved ones, and he can read them for you. So just leave a comment in the section.
All right. So
I'll give Lorraine a reading.
I'm gonna bring my old roommate up, Anna, here. I shouldn't say old roommate.
Wait, didn't Lorraine say she wanted a quick reading? Did I give Lorraine a reading?
No, but she wanted to talk to her mom, but I wanted to give Anna a reading.
All right, well, let me read. Oh, no, Lorraine said, something about Kristen. Look, let me give her a quick one.
Go ahead.
This won't be long. It won't be long. One more little message. For those of you who think I'm bullying Joseph, I'm not. Yeah, so you know, I've been really pushing. He doubts a little bit. He doesn't need to doubt. He just does. Well, yeah, he didn't think he could do that, and I know he can. So I just needed to push him a little bit. Okay, Lorraine. So a couple little things. So it's time for some change in your life. I feel like you know exactly what needs to be changed. You've been like, yeah, it's time, but I don't know. There's like a lot of reasons why I don't want to change, or there's a lot of reasons why, change is going to be kind of difficult, or maybe something that you've been thinking about, but it's not really easy. So I want to let you know that it's time for this change to happen. Now, we did pull up that rebel energy. So, the rebel energy has two different meanings. I'm going to tell you what it means when I pull up the card, and I feel like it's important because it pulled for the last reader as well. And then I'm going to pull it up because there's an actual meaning as well. But when I pull the rebel energy, for me, it means that I have a person in my life who's just a little bit difficult. And like every time I ask this person for something, they're like, no. And they're trying to go in the opposite way. And it can be like trying on my soul sometimes, just a very kind of difficult person. That's my interpretation of it. But there is another meaning, which is yeah, you know, people, it's about getting to know yourself. No, I like mine better. The enlightened man is a stranger to the world. No, my meaning is better. It's probably what it is. Now I see some patience here, so which means that this change is going to take a little bit of time. I see that it's time to move into a silent phase, which means stop sharing all this information with everyone. Stop looking for other people's validation. I have a little girl who's a rebel problem. Yeah, I got a rebel here. I got a little difficult entity. Again, some patience is happening. So silent phase. Silent phase means like sometimes we're over talking and trying to force things happen and trying to get people to see our point of view and trying to get people to understand and trying to make things happen and talking and talking and talking. It's time to stop that now. Believe it or not, when you move into a silent phase, which means you're allowing things to flow and accepting things for what they are, and you just stop talking, it's beautiful. And surprisingly, they're like, look, like, oh my God, she stopped talking. Like, is everything okay? And everything kind of works itself out. A lot of the stuff that you're going through has been in your past lives. So you've had to go through this for like lifetimes already. So why don't you just heal it now instead of doing a whole nother lifetime dealing with it? Time to deal with it now. I do see that because of all of the stuff that you have going on externally, it's really getting to your mind a little bit. And it's making your mind feel unhealthy because like you have this, you're supposed to be doing this, and then you have that going on, and you have this going on, you have this and you have just a lot of stuff going on in the mind. So what I want you to do is work a little bit on some spiritual health, some meditations. I'd like you to find a spiritual teacher on YouTube that resonates with you and begin listening. Listen to music. I want you to elevate your energy because we need to get the light and the dark mind split. So your mind is a little split, half healthy, half unhealthy, then I'm healthy, then I'm unhealthy, then I'm not feeling good, then I got all sorts of weird stuff in my mind. It's like running me crazy. Where's the off switch? Okay, so it's time to trust the universe. It's time to get that. We have mental health, we have spiritual health, we have, health. We need to get that spiritual health in alignment, get that mind healed up. Okay, it's time. Mwah. Love you. Okay, thank you for checking in. Keep in touch.
All right.
Okay.
So, all right, I'm gonna bring Anna up for a minute here.
Perfect.
So, onto the stream. Let me change it here. We're gonna center you. Hi, Anna. It's wonderful to see you. How have you been?
I've been good, hanging in there. How about you?
Oh, I've been good. How's Mom and Dad?
Good.
I know Dad's been in and out of the hospital for a while, but is he doing better?
He's had a really, really hard last year and a half. But he's hanging in there. He's tough. He's a tough guy. So
yeah, okay. I know when we started this show last year, you were on all the time, and I haven't seen you in so long.
I know. I literally was just talking to my sister. We were talking about you, saying, we gotta get on with Joe, and I just happened to go on Facebook, and there you were. I was like, okay, I guess it's time to get on.
Divine
there
timing.
You go.
And yes, and then Kristen, I haven't met you yet, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I got to listen I got to listen a little bit of what you were saying to the other people, and they seem to be really excited and mentioning how spot on you were on some of the things. So
right?
Yeah.
I'm not really fancy. I just read energy. Everyone has energy, and I just read it. Everyone can do it. Yeah. We're all doing it all the time. So I try to teach people how to do it too.
Nice. Yeah. That's good to know.
Yeah. So do you want a reading?
I always want a reading.
I'm gonna let Kristen do this for you so you can experience Kristen. It's wonderful to see you, Anna.
Oh, you too, Joe. Thank you so much.
Take kiss.
Okay. Take a breath for me. One more. Okay. A lot of like rebel energy tonight. Okay, so a couple more. Interest. Okay, I'll stop there. Okay, so it is time to really, really get that relationship back with yourself. So you've lost that. You have detached from that. You've kind of like, I don't know if, taking care of everyone else. It's always about everyone else. We have so many things we have to deal with. And so we've really just detached from our own personal needs. And what that's done is created an empty energetic cup. So, and you're just going to keep going and going and going. I don't think there's anything going to stop you there, but you will run out of steam eventually and like crash. So it's going to feel a little bit selfish to start with, but you're going to have to start taking healthy choices for yourself and making healthy choices for yourself and setting boundaries for yourself. And I know you don't even probably know what those are, but it's because you haven't asked yourself what you need. You've just been ignoring yourself for so long. And it's not that easy to start with, but you have to basically, you have everyone who needs you, all the things that they need from you, from work to house to this, to all those things. You're going to have to put them away into a closet and close the door. And you're going to have to say, okay, Anna, what does Anna need? Yeah. You have to talk to Anna. Anna needs to talk to Anna. And Anna needs to listen to Anna. So Anna's been ignoring Anna, like, shut up, take it. You can handle it. You can keep going, but you can't, not for so long. You'll tank your energy, right? And it's time for you to really, really trust this and trust these messages and trust your guides and trust yourself. So when you develop that relationship, and I don't know what it means to you. It could be going to the beach. It could be not taking that phone call. It could be not doing the 12th thing in one day when you only have time for 4 things, really. It's really about, you're going to have to take a step back. You have to take a step back from everything. And it's going to feel a little bit selfish to start with. And I want you to start small, and I want you to make baby steps, and I don't want you to jolt yourself or like cut everyone off, which I would love it actually if you really just immediately could say, guys, I need some space and I need a break, but I know you're not going to do that. So I want you to take it slow and take tiny little baby steps and learn how to say no. I can't do that right now. I'm unavailable for that right now because Anna needs to, I don't know, go into her bed and hide under her comforter and listen to music and shut off her phone. Whatever it is you need to do. Maybe you need to go to the beach. I don't know. Maybe you need to go to a yoga class, fitness class. I don't know. We get to figure that out. Anna gets to fall in love with Anna. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. Okay, so sometimes you feel like you're a little bit of an outsider. So it's kind of like, I think probably because you got so much other stuff going on, you can't really, you're watching the world go by and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. But like, I'm not there. I'm too busy. I got too many other things and obligations. But I want you to, again, realize that that's an energy that you're forcing yourself to live with that energy. There's also a very difficult energy. I call it difficult. It's a rebel type energy, which is just kind of like a tougher energy, like a more difficult energy, a more trying energy, more energy that is a little bit draining, and it's a non-flowing energy. Whereas things flow, this energy is like going up in the other direction. Like, there's a road right there, but they want to go through the jungle. It's a little bit of a difficult, and it can be tiring. So I do want you to know that you have a really solid inner voice. Again, you've been ignoring it, but we want to develop that relationship with that inner voice again, because she talks to you and you hear her, but then you ignore her. So, and I want you to make sure you're going to have success with this. You're going to open up your life. The world is full of possibilities. You literally your life is not over. You are not coming to an ending. You have just begun. You are just getting started with your life. You just don't realize it. So it's time to stop postponing everything that you want to do. It's time to stop postponing your entire life. You're kind of watching the whole world through your window, but you're not doing anything. It is time for a transformation, and it's time for all the stuff that you've been doing to come to an end, because, again, that's unhealthy in our mind. And so I do see some mind stuff, some stuff that really gets to you, especially this rebel energy. And when your energy drops and you're watching the world go by, you sometimes beat yourself up a little bit. You've lost that relationship with yourself, and it gets all into your head and makes you think things that are untrue. So I want you to remember what's the light and what's not of the light. And basically something of the light is love, self-love, caring, kindness, compassion. Anything that tells you anything other than that is false, and it's a lie, and it's from a dark or shadowy energy that we get trapped with, or we have all sorts of energetic streams. So there's weird stuff that tells you can't do that, you're not good enough. Forget that's not the truth. Stop comparing yourself to others, because there's no one better than you. And there's also an energy in your life that's not really seeing you for who you are. There's like Like they're only seeing you for the tip of the iceberg. Like you're this giant, massive, amazing soul, and they're only seeing that much of you. They're like projecting on you. So watch that energy as well. You're aware of this, and again, take it slow. Study the power of now, Eckhart Tolle. Get your mental, spiritual health in order, and you'll be in a good shape.
Wow.
All right, that was fast.
I just want to say thank you, because you're like so, like the other person said, spot on. There, in the last year, I've been trying to do that because I have been told to do, to start taking care of me, and I've been taking care of this person and that person, and whatever. And now it's time for me, but it's been very difficult, and that whole guilt trip situation.
Yeah, very selfish.
And
you're gonna have to talk to Anna's got to be number one right now, and you're the only one who can make Anna number one. You're the only one who can do it. Everyone else will always take. It's just the way it is. So you have to stand up for yourself. You have to. It's time now.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank
What
you,
you
Joe.
needed it.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Mwah. Okay. You take care. Give a kiss to mom. Okay.
I will. Thank you.
All right. All right. Bye.
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 Mhm. All right. Keeping track of the time here.
Yeah, we're taking about 9 minutes and I'm out.
Okay. We have I want to bring Janine in on here. Is it Jeannie or Janine? Okay, I'm going to bring her up right now into the screen. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Hi, thank you. How are you?
Is it Janine or Jeannie? I don't have my glasses. Janine, okay.
Janine with a G, yes. Hi, how are you?
Welcome, Janine. Good.
Thank
Is
you
this the
so
first time you're
much.
on the show?
Absolutely, yes.
Welcome.
Good. Where are you calling from?
Northeast Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area.
Love it.
Welcome. What can we do for you today?
I really don't know how all this works, actually. And I was just wondering if you see anyone around me.
I was going to say, what brought you here? Now, if you wanted to and get in touch with a loved one, I'm a direct dial. By knowing their relationship to you, I'm able to tap into them, like mom, dad, brother, sister. Who would you like to connect with?
I'm sorry?
Do you hear an echo, Janine?
I do.
Yeah.
I wonder, let me try to click off and see if that helps. I don't know if it will.
Yeah, it's going to. Let's see. A little bit.
How's that?
That's fine. Who would you like to hear from today?
Charles.
Okay, just the relationship. Who's Charles?
Some guy that I was dating, and
all right. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Focus on Charles. Invite him here. Tell him it's very important that he's here tonight, that you need to hear from him.
Mm-hmm.
If I tell you, Janine, that you meant the world to him, but sometimes he didn't listen, and that he should have followed your advice more.
Yes.
And this is what he's telling me, that he made some stupid decisions, and he did some stupid things, he said. And he just wants to let you know how important you were. Sometimes he just didn't feel important. He didn't feel, and you always try to make him feel the best, he says. Yeah. And you always was that cheerleader for him. And you made him see things differently. And he wants to thank you for being there. He wants to thank you for being that love and that support. He also wants to say that he's sorry for how things ended up between us. That he wishes he could take away that pain. And he wished that we had a happy ending. And it would have been better. But he wants you to focus more on the happy times. Like when we met, he says, about the good times that we had.
Very brief, very short. Yeah.
Okay. But he wants you to focus on that time. And it's very important. If it was brief and short, then focus on those short memories of him. But he just wants to send his love and let you know that he's thinking of you. And he says that you have made a big inspiration in his life. And he did see change happening within himself.
Yes.
Because of you. Okay?
Yes. Thank you. Wait now.
I want to thank you. Okay, so you all know that about her then.
Wait now.
Okay, good. So All right, I'm going to bring Kristen on for you too. Since this is your first time, you get to experience Kristen now.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
All
Thank
right,
you so much.
you're welcome. Thank you. Okay.
Hi,
Hello.
Kristen. Hi, sweetie.
Okay, so would you like a reading?
Yes, I would love one.
Okay, good, because I already pulled for you. All right, so I see you're feeling isolated. You have some isolation,
Yeah.
which just means really that your energy has not been able to have a comfortable place to flow due to your external environment. You've just kind of just shut down and you're keeping everything inside. Probably not even talking. You're not even sharing. You're kind of living on a real surface level a little bit. So I want you, that's the first card that pulled. So I want you to really figure out where that energy, where that isolation feeling is coming from. I do see that you have so much potential to have this amazing existence and destiny and life, like a life that you could only possibly dream of happening. But you're like, yeah, but there's this thing that's stopping me, and there's that thing that's stopping me, and then there's that thing. Oh, and there's like 4 other things over there that's stopping me. But I want to let you know the door is open. Those things that are stopping you are not real. The only thing that's stopping you is your mind telling you you can't do it, but it's false. So when that thought comes into your head, I do not want you to believe it. Now, I do see that this path and this journey is meant to be walked alone. Not lonely, but alone. So there's a difference. So do not be afraid of feeling lonely, because moving forward, being alone and connecting with your guides and taking care of yourself and putting yourself first so that you're no longer isolated is what needs to happen. Now, there's a lot of people that are giving you a lot of advice on what you should do, and you should be doing that, and you should be doing that. You need to listen to me, and it's a lot for you. I want you to stop intaking all of that energy and trying to accommodate and trying to figure out what to do. That energy is not healthy for you to intake it all the time. It's making you unhealthy. I know we're echoing, but if you need to go back and listen to this,
I will.
you can go back and hear a little clearer. So I want you to, when all those people are talking in your ear, I want you to be like, thank you, but no thank you. Stop intaking it. Now, you have a lot of gifts to share, and a lot of wisdom, and a lot of knowledge, but you have no way to share it. So it's time to move past that, and it's time for you to have an environment where you can share your wisdom, but you need a kind environment, a loving environment, one that honors you and takes care of you and wants what's best for you, where you can share your gifts. And you don't have that right now. Now, I do see that you have some ideas and a new vision and like some thoughts about what you're going to do and maybe a plan. I want you to move forward with this. I want whatever that takes. Now, there's one other energy that's running you around. It's running you around. It's telling you, you got to go here. You got to go there. You're not good enough. You're not doing things good enough. Something wrong with you. And it's tiring you out, and you can't think, and you don't know, do I go left, do I go right, do I go up? Whatever you do, it's not right. And it's never enough. It's making you very tired.
Yes.
And it's not healthy. And it's time to move away from it. Okay? You can't do this alone. You're going to need some help. You're going to need some participation. You're going to need some friends. You're going to need a group. You can't do this all by yourself. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid, because you're like, how? How am I going to do this? You have the courage to do this. That fear does not come from God. It comes from the other side, so we're not going to listen to it. You're going to be strong, and you're going to stay in the light, stay with us, and you're going to celebrate, and you're going to be done. You're going to be free. You're going to share your words, and you're no more isolation. You're going to be like dancing with your friends and everything. You have a life ahead of you. You just got to get there. Don't give up now. Okay.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Janine, for coming on and joining us.
Joe. I so appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank
You
you.
take care.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye, baby. Keep in touch. Let us know how you're doing.
I will.
We want to know. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Joseph, what was that thing that you posted? I wanted to read it, but it was so fast.
Yeah, that was Anna. You can read it afterwards. She posted a lot of. Here, you wanna read it?
Yeah, I want to see
Here
what
we
it
go.
says.
Here we go.
Oh, Kristen, thank you for that fabulous reading. I was trying hard not to cry because everything you said was spot on. Even the whole inner voice that I've been ignoring and the watching the
Yeah, you got. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Okay,
Okay,
watching
no, yeah.
the world from the outside. Also true of what I've been experiencing. This is my first time meeting you, and wow, I am impressed. Thank you for sharing this lovely gift with me, and thank you, Joseph, for allowing me to get this reading, Anna. Yay, I love it. Well, you know what? I gotta take a picture of it because I'm gonna be like, look, mom, Anna thinks that my mother is like so afraid of what I'm doing. She's like so afraid that I'm like her. I don't know. She's just like, I can't watch. Anyway. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Thank you, Anna, for that. It matters a lot to me, guys, when you thank you, Anna. When you let us know that you know that it matters and what we're doing matters, that it's important to us.
It always seems like when we get to the end of the show, we have a ton of calls come in.
I know.
And everybody's in line now. But we said we were going to end the show at 9:30.
Well, what about Amanda? You think we could fit Amanda's a new one?
We could do it. It's up to you. I told you I was going to let you know when it was 9:30.
Christina, we love you. You know we love you, right? We love you, Christina. I see you.
Yes.
All right, let's do
Iowa.
Amanda. One. I'm feeling Amanda. She's hung in there.
Here we go. Hi, Amanda. Welcome.
Hi.
Is this the first time on, or have you been on the show before?
I've been on one.
Been on one.
I thought so. Welcome. So what brings you here?
Well, I'm having some things going on in my life right now, and I feel kind of defeated. So maybe if you could help me to know if things are going to work in my favor.
All right. Let's get more specific. What's going on in your life? What is your question? Let's say, what is your question for me? Let's do it that way.
So we're going through some court proceedings with my children and my ex-husband.
Okay.
And I'm trying to protect my children.
What I'm hearing is there's some documentary on there. There's some records about his behavior and thing, which is going to benefit for you. The judge is going to look at what's good for the kids, and they're always going to keep the kids in protection. They're going to offer you your husband what do you call it? Not custody, but supervised visitations. There we are. So I think it's very important that he starts with supervised visitations. He's only there a few hours with the kids too. I don't know why I feel abusive here, but I feel like there's a lot of abuse going on. I feel it's police reports too. On there. Since you have the police reports, the abuse, the violence, that is going to benefit you and the family because the judge is going to see you are the better parent. You're here to protect them. And like I said, supervised visitations are going to be where it is. Unless he has a family member that you would trust that's with him too, with the kids, around the kids. Because the influence, I think he's doing this more to hurt you than really wanting to be with the children. And that's what it is. It's just to get to you. And it's unfortunately, he may change as your children gets older. Is there 2 children, by the way?
No,
3?
4.
4. Wow. He may get better and change as the years go by. But right now he's just coming in a hard place. Angry place right now. But down the road, I can see him having a better relationship with his family, with his girls, especially. Older daughter for some reason. Okay, his oldest daughter. I feel like there's going to be a good relationship there, and he's going to try to be a good father. So he is going to change for the better. Give it time. Courts are going to rule in your favor, but he is going to change. So you can tell your children that their father is going to change, become a better person, and wants to be more as a father with them. It's going to happen. Okay? I'm going to bring Kristen on to finish with you, and I thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so Have you studied narcissism?
Yes.
Okay. Have you educated your children as to what it means to have a narcissistic parent?
Not very much. A little.
So sometimes these things are out of our control and above our pay grade when it comes to the universe. There are things that are bigger than us that we cannot see. So, for example, you have 4 children. One of them may become a healer of many, many children. One of them may become a doctor or a school counselor or a psychiatrist or someone who writes books and heals many people. So these are things that are above our pay grade when it comes to God. So what we can do is pray as a mother to our guides. We can pray that our children are protected. We can put protection on our children as often as possible. Keep surrounding your children with light and educate them. Not in a, hey, your dad is da da da, but
right.
This is right. But this is what this is. It's narcissistic personality disorder. You can teach them the signs of gaslighting, teach them the signs of trauma bonding so that they can understand what they're experiencing. And in a way, it helps them to understand that it helps them to understand their father is not well.
Right.
Their father is sick and unhealthy. So obviously that's no excuse for his behavior, but it helps them to understand that they're dealing with a mentally unstable person. It helps them to understand when their father does things and says things and behaves a certain way. While this man is a leader in their life, but he's an unhealthy. He's so educate them, and there's ways to educate children who are children of narcissistic parents. It's a way, and it's not something that's between mommy and the kids. I've had to do it with mine, and it helped. It helped them to understand what they were going through, so that they weren't so confused about why this is happening. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Having said that, you're exhausted. You're exhausted, like. So the thing is, you're going so fast. You have so many things going on in front of you. You have so many things. You have that thing and this thing and that thing, and you have plans, and it's like over and over. In fact, so many things you're shutting down. So I want to let you know that I understand you're going through a lot, but taking care of yourself has to become a priority, because, and I know that that's not that easy right now, but things are so disturbing in your external energetic field that you have to take care of yourself, or you're going to just, you're going to get to the point where you can't get up anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not easy right now in this energetic chaos for you to take care of yourself, but it's the most important thing you can do right now. And also what I'd like you to do is begin and be receptive to receiving some of your guides' knowledge and intuition and guidance. So right now you're kind of feeling like you're solely responsible for this outcome, and you're solely responsible for everything that's happening, and this is all on you. And I promise you that there are a whole litany of unseen things that are working in your favor, that are trying to help you out, but they would like you to rely on them and trust them a little bit, trust their guidance. Like, talk to them, talk to your guides, like get some meditation stuff going on, start working on your spiritual health. Start finding some teachers that really work for you. Like Eckhart Tolle is a really good one, Osho and Ram Dass and Teal Swan. And you might think, like, I don't, Kristen, I can't do this. I don't have time for this. But I promise you, it's probably the most important thing you could do right now, because getting yourself right here and here, that's what's going to heal everything around you. You can actually heal everything around you by healing yourself. And healing yourself is going to be the hardest thing you're going to have to do, but that's how you can be there for your kids versus what you've been experiencing, which is just the world caving in on you. Once you kind of get some of this exhaustion and you slow down just a little bit, I do want to let you know you're a pretty high powerful light worker. You're an empath. You're a healer. So you have real abilities in this area. Your guides are talking to you, and you can actually create the world that you want. You are a creative soul. And between you and me, I see a very, very beautiful, loving, kind energy that's coming into your life. That's going to be a beautiful, beautiful thing for you. It's going to be something you are like, there's something different here. something kind and loving and strong and stable and just beautiful. You're going to have a lot of success here, but it's time for this change to happen. It's time for healing to begin. You're coming to an end of this phase and a new beginning is starting for you. When you're ready, I do want you to really start studying who you are, because it will also help, because you're an empath. So you're the classic empath with a narcissist. As powerful as you are in the light, you're with other forces that are in the other side for a reason. And once that's really out of your life, you're going to flourish and become the person that you are meant to be and the person your children need you to be too. So you be that light, because your kids will learn to understand the difference between the light and the dark. And your kids can bring light to the situation, but you have to heal so you can heal them. And then you're going to pray to God. You're going to pray. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. You have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Well, that's another show under our belt.
Yes, it is that time.
So,
that time, ladies and gents.
It's that time. So I want to thank everybody for attending for a night of, let's see if I get it right, hope, love, and laughter. No, it's healing, love, and laughter. Okay.
Oh my God, I love it. I love healing, love, and laughter, Joseph. In fact, that's my favorite. Yeah. You just said it. Okay. Healing, love, and laughter. That's it.
There we go. I'll change everything over the weekend. So when we put everything up again, that's what it's going to say. New banners, new everything. I even paint the letters on my truck. I got to take my truck and I got to repaint my truck now because I had.
I will do it. Let's do it.
No.
Let's do it. Now, guys, see also my One Tribe Nonami I Am. That's my Facebook group. If you're not a part of it, please be a part of it. YouTube has all of our stuff. Mine on YouTube, Joseph's on YouTube. Please subscribe. We like to subscribe. We may not always be on this platform, and YouTube is another platform that you'll be able to reach us on. And share. Every time you share our video, it helps to keep our show going. You know, keep healing.
There we go.
As many people as we can. Yeah. And, you know, we don't charge for any of this. Both of us are available for private readings, but, you know, we do this as a service to the community and to the world and to you, just because we love you and we think everyone should be healed, can be healed. And no amount of money is, you know. But me and Joseph are available if you want to book a session.
There you go.
Anything else, Joseph?
I think we covered everything.
Stuff, but...
No, we did our workshop at Jamar's last month, and I think we're good. So I got to plan something in my office to do, and we'll get together. So you just need to, when you're available, come over. We'll sit and we'll talk. We'll get things going.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right.
We'll schedule it. All right, guys.
Everybody
Love
have
you
a great
so much.
night.
Happy Wednesday. We'll see you next Wednesday. We'll see you Monday. I'm on for any of you. Monday at 8 p.m. is just my show. I just talk for who knows what happens, but come on Monday.
She talks for 3 hours. Yeah,
3 hours straight I'll be talking. And I never know what's going to happen, ever. So Mondays at 8.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye. Love you. Mwah.